Yo, what's up lads? It's your favorite mums here and welcome back to the YouTube channel. So basically today, as you guys know, we've just recently gotten the Serie Tots came out at Friday 6 p.m. UK. It's currently Sunday morning where I am from, so it's only come out for about the last day or so. So we're gonna do our weekly video where we go through the team of the new team of the season. We just talk about which cards are really meta, which cards we like, maybe which chem styles we put on these cards and things like that, and just give you guys an idea like on what I think of these cards. And then after that, I'll give you guys some investments that you can use. Quickly, to show you before we start, I packed one yesterday as well. We got ourselves a Milind Kovich Savage, sold him for 365k, so pretty happy with that. Hopefully we can pack some more today on the live stream. But yeah, let's get started straight away on the video because we don't want this to go for too long. I want to try and make this nice and quick and easy. So I'm going to flip you guys over. Rather than just doing it on the actual game, it's probably just a lot easier. I like to use Footbin, and we can just go through each of the cards and see them really easily. So I reckon we just start from the top basically. I mean, we'll go through these ones really quickly because obviously players like Ronaldo, of course you're going to want to use this card, you know what I mean? So obviously 5-star, 4-star, this card's just insane. I mean, you're going to want to use this card. What are you going to put on this card? Honestly, I think you go an engine, just because of that balance. And I'm assuming that's what most people think. Yeah, 78% engine. So really, that card's insane. You don't need to change anything apart from he just needs a little bit better balance. So you throw an engine on him. Where's the engine at? I'm blind right now. There we are. Throw an engine on him. Gets the agility up to 99, the acceleration up to 99, gives him that 88 balance at least, and it also gets all his passing stats, which aren't, you know, which are some of his lower things, I guess, up to like high 90s as well. So definitely an engine on that card. If you pack that card though, you are one lucky man. Martinez is the next card. 4-star, 4-star, which is really good. I guess my issue with this card, I mean, look, it's a good card, right? You've got the good pace, good work rates, dribbling's nice, physicals are really good, like good vision, good short pass, long pass, curve, good finishing. I guess the only issue I have with this card is his body type is stocky, which I like a really lean body type. I just find dribbling, for dribbling purposes, it makes it a lot better. And I haven't used obviously his team in the season, but when he had a, what was it, Chad? He had a FFS. I'm trying to think now. He had one of those special cards. I can't remember, Future Stars cards or whatever. He had a special card. It might have been a Future Stars card. So anyways, a lot of people were saying this card was really a clunky in game and stuff like that. But I mean, once again, dude, I think you're throwing an engine on this card. Yeah, engine. A lot of these cards just need that balance, man. You go that engine, he goes to 99 for his pace, 99's nearly for his all his dribbling, and then because he's already got the 99 finishing. And I know some people might be like, oh, but what about the 86 long shots? Long shots aren't really a big deal in this game. I find long shots only come into effect if you're shooting well and truly out the box. Like if you're just on the edge of the box, outside the box, that doesn't affect long shots. That's still finishing. It's normally when it's like further out. So, and in this game, with this current meta, you shouldn't really be shooting from that far out often at all. So long shots aren't really a big deal as long as they got the shot power and the finishing, which I find the shot power and the finishing, obviously finishing's important, but the shot power as well. I think you're all good. So yeah, that's a really good card. Obviously, once again, very lucky if you can pack that card. Now we're getting to some of my favorites. So obviously the card that I want the most is this Papu Gomez. So let's have a quick look at Dybala. These are probably the cards I want the most. So obviously Ronaldo you want, but if I could pick any card apart from Ronaldo, for me, it would be this card. I think he just fits the way I like to play so well. I mean, 4-star, 4-star, which is solid. I mean, I wish he had a 5-star weak foot or something like that, but he doesn't, but still solid. Obviously that 99 acceleration, 93 sprint speed. His shooting is all like 99 positioning, 96, 92, 96. So like, you know, 90s for shooting. Passing is all like high to mid 90s as well. Dribbling is all like high to mid 90s. And he's got the good stamina as well. What I like about this card, I guess, is he's 5'5" with a short and lean body type with insane dribbling. So that for me, he would feel like he's gliding, I reckon. along the grass. He would just feel like he's gliding along the grass. Because normally, a lot of time people don't know this, but body type and height comes into effect. So you could have a player that's got 95 to 99s across the board for dribbling. But if they're a 6'4" player with an average plus or a stocky build, that can still make them very, very clunky in game and make them still feel like a little bit of a tank and not feel agile. So if you're someone like me, I play very narrow. I play 1-2 tick-attacker passes. I like to do like in-close dribbling. So like L1 dribbling, like really, really in tight and close. And I need somebody with a really good turning circle. Someone that can turn on a dime, basically. And guys like this, man, with the small guys with the short and lean body types and the good dribbling, they're the guys that can do that for you. So for me, this is a card I would love to use. I mean, what do you throw on this card? I guess that's the hard issue, right? Because there's not much he needs to get up. I guess you may as well try and finish off his dribbling. I think, what are people throwing? Hawk? See, I'm actually kind of agreeing with the basic. Because I get the Hawk idea, but the thing is, the Hawk gives him the strength. He doesn't really need the strength. So I get the idea of the Hawk. Gets his shot power up to 99, his finishing up to 99, sprint speed up to 98. So I don't disagree with it. But I mean, I feel like a big reason for a Hawk is for that strength, right? But you don't really need the strength. You don't really need the strength. What does a basic do? I mean, the basic still gives him the +5. Okay, here's my decision, right? I reckon it depends where you play him. I think if you're playing him as a cam, you throw a basic on him. Because with a Hawk and a basic, he still gets the +5 sprint speed. He still gets the +5 strength. He still gets the +1 jumping, right? But with the basic, he gets the extra ball control, the extra dribbling, the extra short pass, the extra long pass, the extra curve. He gets all those extras, right? While the Hawk doesn't give him these extras, but it gives him a bit more up here. So it gives him the finishing and the +3 finishing, the +7 shot power. So I think if you're using him as a striker, you probably will just give him the Hawk and max out those like shooting stats to like the 99s and stuff like that. But if you're using him as like a cam or a left cam, right cam, central cam, honestly, I think I just give him the basic. Give him that little bit extra dribbling, that little bit extra passing as well. And he still gets the +5 shot power. So, it's barely any difference, man. Like 96 finishing, 97 shot power. You're not going to feel the difference. But either way, I think that's that's what you'd be doing with that card. Dybala, 4-star, 4-star. So they actually upped this card to a 4-star weak foot. So he used to be a 3-star weak foot. They've given him a 4-star weak foot. That for me has made this card actually probably usable. So before, he's got mediums, not the greatest work rates, and he had a 3-star weak foot. So that was probably enough for me normally to be like, I'd give it a miss. Now, he's still got the mediums, which aren't the greatest work rates, but now that he's got a 4-star weak foot at least, I'm willing to try this card. Now, pretty insane card. Once again, I would still rather Papu Gomez. I think Papu Gomez has got a better body type, better work rates. And honestly, Papu Gomez's stats are actually a little bit better finishing, bit better pace, bit better dribbling, etc. But this card's still pretty insane. What you want to jump in this card, once again, I think it kind of depends on where you're playing him. You probably don't need to touch his passing, so you probably want to get his shooting, maybe a bit more pace, and his dribbling are probably what need to work out. What are people putting on him? Yeah, Hawk and Hunter. I mean, yeah. I probably agree with that. I don't think you need to throw a Hunter on him. I feel like a Hunter's maybe a bit of a waste with the cost of Hunter. I mean, look, if you've got the money, but, Hunters are like 8K, and there's not much of a difference between Hawk and Hunter. Like, the difference is +4 sprint speed. So I think a Hawk is probably good enough. That at least gives him the extra +5 strength and stuff like that. I think that's what you do if you're playing him as a striker, though. If you're playing him as a cam, I would be tempted to not touch his pace. As hard as that is to say. Because, I mean, look, I'm a pace guy as well. I know everyone's a pace guy. But I'd be tempted to maybe throw, like, a Maestro on him or Something a little bit different. Let me have a look. Not the Maestro. What about like a finisher or a... Sorry, like a sniper or a Deadeye? Yeah, maybe the sniper, dudes. Maybe the sniper. I'd be tempted for a sniper, I reckon. I mean, I'm a dribbling guy, right? I mean, look, 96 acceleration, 90 sprint speed with 99 agility. I mean, that's fast enough if you're using him as a cam. If you're using him as a striker, I can understand some people just want that pace up front. But as a cam, man, you shouldn't be sprinting in this game too much anyways, right? And if you're playing a guy in the middle of the field, like, you don't want to be sprinting too much with him anyways because he's going to lose the ball and not have much control. So, and I think 96, 90, and 99 is enough pace anyways. So I think I'd be moving more towards giving him that extra positioning, that, 99 finishing, 95 positioning, gives him that 97 balance, that 96 reactions, that 99 dribble, that 96 composure, just upping those stats instead. And then he's also got the 98 vision and stuff like that. I mean, as you can see on here, look, that takes him up to a 97 rated cam, right? So I think that's what I'd be doing. I think I'd probably go on like a sniper. Yeah, see, everyone's just going right now, going the Hawk. I think I'd be going the sniper if you're playing him as a cam. If you're a massive, like, just pace whore and you're playing him at striker, then I could understand like a Hawk or a Hunter or something like that. Just max out the pace, max out the shooting. I could understand that. But I mean, that's a good card. We'll skip cards as well, chat, that I don't think are great cards because I don't want to go into too much detail. I'll have a quick look at these two. I think these two are pretty nice cards as well. Milind, Kovich, Savage, the guy I packed. 4-star, 4-star, great. High mediums, depending where you're playing. If you're playing him as a box-to-box, that's not too bad. I guess the issue with this card is just that balance, agility, and his pace. Shooting is great for a box-to-box. Passing is really, really solid for a box-to-box. Physicals, defending are like really good for a box-to-box. And same with like reactions, ball control, dribbling, composure. All insane, right? That agility sucks. That balance sucks. That pace sucks. You have to give him an engine. You have to give him an engine. Simple as that. You need to fix that balance and agility. I know some people are probably going to be like, oh man, I'm going to use him as CDM. Just let's throw an engine. Let's throw an anchor or a shadow on him. I get that. You just want to max that pace out. But with 68 balance, 75 agility, he's still just going to feel clunky. I think you just go engine, 80 agility, 78 balance at least, and it still ups his pace to like 88 and 86, man. And then if you're using him as a box-to-box, that's enough pace for a box-to-box. That's enough pace for a box-to-box. And as you can see, that takes him to a 97 center mid with you throw an engine on him. Well, if you throw an anchor on him, yeah, 95.9 center mid, 95.9 with a shadow as well. So yeah, according to this as well, an engine makes him the best center mid he can be. What are other people? Yeah, engine and shadow. So that's what I agree with, man. I think if you're using him as a pure... No, I'd still go engine. I think no matter what, if you're using him as a box-to-box, I think you have to go engine. If you're using him as a CDM, like a holding CDM, I could understand a shadow, but I would still probably be on the engine bandwagon. I just think you need to up that balance and stuff like that. 68 balance, man, he'd just feel real clunky, especially the fact that he's 6'3" with a high average body type. He'd feel really clunky without it. But yeah, good card. Luis Alberto, 3-star weak foot's a bit of a but I mean, mediums aren't too bad. The thing with this card is, I think you only use this card if you use him as a box-to-box as well. The fact he's only got 3-star weak foot and he's got mediums, I wouldn't want to use him as a cam. Because yeah, he's got good stats for a cam. You fix up his like balance and stuff like that, and he's got good stats for a cam. But I just think with that 3-star weak foot and the work rate, I don't know if I'd want to be using him as a cam. I think mediums though are pretty good for a box-to-box. 3-star weak foot on a box-to-box isn't like anywhere near as bad as for a cam. You don't really want the 3-star for a cam. So honestly, for me, I would use this guy as a box-to-box, and I would just try and fix up his defending a bit, man. I don't think you need to touch his pace, his shooting, his passing, or his dribbling. So I would probably be inclined to give this guy just like a Guardian or a Sentinel or something like that, man. I mean, you probably don't even need to touch his physicals. 93 stamina with 87 strength is fine. I think you just go a Sentinel or a Guardian straight up. What gives him the biggest? I think you go Guardian. I think you go Guardian, guys. I mean, look, it's up to you, right? If you really want that strength, but I think 87 strength's enough. The Guardian gives him the extra interceptions, which is what I like. And it gives him the more composure, because his composure is not great. So personally, I would go a Guardian on this card. I would play him as a box-to-box, because that at least takes his defending 92 stand tackle, 85 defensive awareness with 71 interceptions. Obviously, he's not going to be... You wouldn't use him as a DM, because obviously his interceptions aren't good enough. But yeah, a box-to-box. But he would be like your ball-playing box-to-box. He would be like I mean, all box-to-box are ball-playing, sorry. He would be more of your attacking box-to-box. So, like, if you're using two box-to-box players, like in a 4-1-2-1-2, or you got a 4-3-3-3, 4-3-3, sorry, you always have, like, you know, your more defensive, like, center mids and your more attacking center mids. You know, he was obviously more on that attacking side, but that's how I would be playing him. Let's have a look at what people are using on him. Engine, Shadow. Yeah, so it looks like people are using him as a cam, which I wouldn't do. It looks like people are throwing an engine on him, which means they're using him as a cam. And, like, I'm not saying his stats aren't good as a cam. His stats are actually very good. You throw an engine on him, they're great stats for a cam. But, like I just said, with the medium and the 3-star weak foot, there's better cams. There's better cams because of that. You know what I mean? There's much better cams. So I would rather use him as a box-to-box. I don't want to go too much into detail with these guys, so we'll be quick on these. We won't worry about the keepers. I mean, keepers are keepers, right? Berardi and Pellegrini look very average. A Kirby, I wouldn't be touching. I had a look at him before. Just that pace and his dribbling stats, like balance and stuff, not great. The cards I really do want to look at, though, Insigne, Nainggolan, Cuadrado. We'll have a quick look at these centre backs and left back. I'll be really quick on those ones, guys. Ilicic doesn't look like a good card. I'll quickly just explain why. Oh, I'm going to be super quick on these guys because I don't want to make this video too long for you. This card looks great, is my suggestion. I really want to use this card. And once again, it's the small cards, man. The 5-4 with the short and lean, 4-star, 4-star. I feel like he's gliding. We look at his dribbling stats. What do you throw on this card? What are people throwing him? Hawks and Marksman. Let's have a look. I mean, yeah, get that pace and that shooting up. What's the Marksman? Personally, I mean, I think it's pretty 50-50. I think once again, it doesn't really matter. You're basically getting the same shooting out of them with the Hawk and the Marksman. You're getting the same kind of defensive physicals boosts, right? Similar. The Marksman just gives you that extra... It's basically, would you rather a little bit of extra dribbling or a little bit of extra pace? So that's a personal opinion, I guess, right? Personally, I'd probably just leave the pace and go for the Marksman, get the dribbling. I'm a fan of that. But I mean, if you're a pace person, then, you know, go the pace. I don't think there's a big deal. But definitely one of those two would probably be the go. This card just looks nice, man. 93 crossing, 96 vision, 94 short pass, 99 stamina. I mean, if you want to use him on the wing, he'll be great on a wing. If you want to use him as a cam with his vision and his dribbling and his finishing as a central cam, he'll be great. If you want to use him as a striker with his dribbling and his finishing and his pace, he'll be great. The only negative on this card, but I mean, it's not really a negative, is he's got no strength. But I mean, with a card like this, who's got that height, you don't really, you're not worried about the strength. You know what I mean? He's not that guy that you want to be doing that. He's the guy that you want to be, you know, dribbling around players, man. Doing that L1 dribbling around players, man. Getting in behind. Like, he's that kind of guy for you. So, that's not really an issue. Great card. Nainggolan looks pretty insane. They gave him a really bad boost, though. He should have been in the 90 club, I reckon, with all 90s. If you look at his 88, the boost is pretty average compared to a lot of other Tots cards that got boosts. But, I mean, in terms of a CDM or a box-to-box card's insane. High highs, great for a box-to-box. 4-star weak foot, great for a box-to-box. I mean, insane dribbling. Defending's insane. Physical's really, really good. Passing, like in terms of like short, long passing for a box-to-box is really good. Vision could be a bit better, I guess. Shooting's insanely good for a box-to-box as well. What are you throwing him? I mean, you probably want to up his pace a little bit. I'm thinking an engine if you're going a box-to-box. Let's have a look at what people are using. Yeah, engine and hunter. So I think it depends on how you're using him. I'd go engine. For a box-to-box, get that agility up a little bit. Get that passing up so he's got that bit better vision and better long passing. Also gets his pace up. I mean, look at that. He's 99s across the board there for dribbling. 89 agility. Becomes a 97.1 center mid, man. So that's what I'd be putting on him. I wouldn't be using him as a cam. Box-to-box mid. Insane. In fact, I actually might use him as a box-to-box mid in my team. I've been playing 4-1-2-1-2 narrow lately. I might actually get him next week for a box-to-box in my team. Cuadrado. This is actually a really good right back. I feel people are sleeping on this card. I haven't seen anyone really mention this card. Everyone's talking about Hernandez as left back and stuff. I mean, for a right back, dude, 5-star skills, high mediums, good. 5'10" lean body type, good. Insane pace, good. 98 shot power, 93 long shots, 91 positioning. Great for a right back. 88 vision, 91 crossing, 94 short, 91 curve. Great for a right back. 96 stamina, 96 jumping, 99 aggression. Great for a right back. And even 75 strength, man. A lot of right backs aren't that strong. So that's actually not bad strength for a right back either. For a right back who's got the pace and the dribbling he has. Because he's a lean body type. I mean, 91 stat. I guess the weak part here is the 82 defensive awareness and 80 interceptions. But if you fix that with a chem style, man, because then his dribbling as well is pretty insane. If you fix that with a chem style, you don't need to touch pace. You don't need to touch passing. You don't need to touch his shooting. So you throw like a Guardian on this card or a Sentinel on this card or something like that. A Gladiator, like any of these kind of chem styles, man. That just really boosts up that defending and you're balling out, I reckon. You are balling out, man. And then that just depends on, once again, what you want to go with. Personally, I'd be going Sentinel or Guardian probably, right? If you want the strength, then go a Sentinel. Look at that. 85 interceptions, 92 defensive awareness, 99 stand tackle, and it gets him up to 85 strength. So he's strong, he's got stamina, he's a good defender, really good dribbler, good passer, insane pace. 5-star skills. You know, and then if you're really worried about, if you don't really care about the strength and stuff like that, then I mean, just throw a Guardian on him. Gives him that extra ball control, that extra composure, and still gives him 90. It actually gives him more interceptions. Gives him 90 interceptions now, 97 defensive awareness, 99 stand tackle. So either of those, man, what have people put on him? Sentinel, backbone, Guardian. Let's have a look at the backbone. I mean, look, even the backbone's not a bad option. I didn't even think about the backbone at first, but I mean, even that's not a bad option. Gives him that extra passing stats and still gives him like 85 interceptions with 92 defensive awareness, 99 stand tackle, 80 strength. I mean, dude, I think you put any of these, depending on how you use the card, because obviously it's hard for me to say, it depends on how you use your right back, but you throw any of these three on, man, and he becomes an insane right back. I'm surprised I haven't seen people talking on it. I think people are sleeping on that card a bit. DeVries, pretty good card. For me, I just think there's better centre backs in the game. Pace isn't bad. Balance and agility is not the greatest, but it's not horrible for a centre back. Really good defending, good strength and stuff like that. High mediums are fine as well. There's just better centre backs in the game, but he's a very usable card, especially if you need cheap, man. 112k for a centre back. Not horrible, man. Smalling, not for me. It's mainly his dribbling stats, man. I find you want, like, I know he's got the 94 sprint speed, but dribbling is really important for me on a centre back. If you've got a centre back who can't, like, dribble or can't think, that's where I find you just get into trouble, man. Like, the ball falls to your centre back and you need to quickly make a quick turn to get away from the defender and pass it off. Someone who's got 57 balance, 71 agility, 75 ball control, 77 dribbling, he just ain't going to be making that turn for you. You're going to get the ball stolen off you, and the guy's going to be running into an open goal, one-on-one with the keeper. Yeah, the sprint speed's pace. I feel like a lot of people might like this card just because they're going to look at that sprint speed and be like, oh my god, the sprint speed. Nah, not for me. Not for me. And then this Manolas, honestly, this card isn't too bad. They've given him enough of a boost for me to, like, not hate this card. I was never a big fan of Manolas. Yes, his pace was great, but his dribbling, his agility, his balance, his dribbling was horrible. They've actually given him enough of a boost. His dribbling's still not the greatest, but they've actually given him like 85 agility. You know, he's got the 81 ball control, 99 reactions, good sprint speed. I would rather this card than Smalling. He's got the same issue with his dribbling a little bit, but I would rather this card than Smalling. And then on top of that, I mean, you could fix up that dribbling a bit, right? Because he's already got insane defending. And I think that's what people are probably doing. Engine anchor. See, I wouldn't be throwing an anchor on him. I think you could. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like I would want to fix up that dribbling. I mean, I don't think you're going to feel the difference between 95 interceptions and 99. Between 97 jumping and 99. Like, those small margins, you don't feel a shit ton. And even the pace, man, like the +5s, dude, he's going to be rapid as it is. Personally, I don't know if I would rather do that. I actually prefer the engine on him. I mean, look, takes him up to 99, 99 for short and long passing. Still gives him the same a pace injection like an anchor does. Gives him the +5 and +5 for his pace. So he still gets the pace injection, but he gets a +5 agility, a +10 balance, a +10 on that dribbling, and a +5 on that ball control. So it just makes him very all-rounded. Now he's got the physicals, he's got the defending, he's got the pace, and now he's also got the dribbling. So the movement. That's what I would be doing on him. And then it's a nice card, actually. Hernandez. All right, real quick on these guys because people don't care, guys. Yeah, solid card. Need to fix up that balance a little bit. And you obviously want to fix up that defensive awareness. Personally, I actually think Cuadrado's a better card than this one. Cuadrado's got like, I mean, I know they're different positions, but like everyone's been talking about him as a wingback and not Cuadrado. They've got similar pace. They've got similar, like, I guess he's got the strength over Cuadrado. Maybe that's why. But I mean, he's got bad defensive awareness, which I feel is one of the most important stats for a defender. He's got pretty bad balance for a fast guy. And then he's only got 64 vision. So like, I mean, with someone like this, with good dribbling and stuff like that, and good crossing, you want to be using them, getting up the ground and making crosses. But I mean, if his vision's bad, like, who cares how good his crossing is if his vision's bad? So what? The guy can cross it in, but who's he going to be crossing it to? Fucking won't be able to see anyone. Yeah, people throwing a Guardian on him. I get the Guardian, but still, I'd probably throw a Guardian on him as well, I guess. But yeah, just that vision and that balance just puts me off a little bit. It's still a very good card, though. Ilicic, I wouldn't be using this card. 4-star, 4-star's good. Medium's kind of sucks. 70 balance sucks. Agility sucks. But it's mainly his height. 6'3" with high and average. I understand if you want to. I'd throw an engine on him. Gets the pace up. Gets that dribbling up. You don't need to touch his shooting, stamina, or strength. At least gives him 80 balance and 86 agility. So I'd throw an engine on him. But just with me, the 6'3", the bad work rates, the high average plus body type, along with the bad balance, that for me is just I feel like he'd just be clunky. Immobile, 3-star skills already is like a kind of a no for me. I probably wouldn't use that in my attack. Once again, though, you're throwing an engine on this guy. You need to fix his balance. His shooting is fine. You don't need to touch it. His physicals are fine. You don't need to touch it. The engine just gives him that 83 balance now, 92 agility, ups his pace as well. So you're throwing an engine on him, definitely. But still, man, I don't know if I'd be using him. 6'1", high average body type, 83 balance with only a 3-star skills. For me, once again, a little bit clunky-ish kind of thing. I mean, look, some people are going to love this card. So it's not, not for everyone, but just for the way I play as well. Not a card that I would, you'd still be happy if you got him, I guess, but not a card I'd be like, using all the time. So that's pretty much all the cards we've just been through. If I had to pick a top 3 for me, not including Ronaldo, obviously, a top 3 for me would be Papu Gomez, Insigne, and probably Nainggolan for me. I mean, if I could pick the ones I would want, Nainggolan, Insigne, Gomez, Dybala, Martinez. They would probably be like the ones that I would really want. But yeah, Gomez is top of my list. This is the card I want. Honestly, I would choose this card over Martinez. I want that card. So hopefully we pack him. Now, quickly, guys, about investments. So let's quickly go into investments. This will take like 2 minutes. Last week, we invested. I told you guys to invest on the last video, and I invested myself in Kimmich. So it was Kimmich, Gnabry, and Upa. I bought Gnabry for 420k. I sold him for 530k. I made myself about 90k profit after tax. Bought Kimmich for 399 and sold him for high 400s, like 480 something. Once again, made about 70, 80k after tax. Upa I bought for like 330 and then sold him for about 360. So only made about 20k profit after tax on that card. Did really well on the Gnabrys and the Kimmiches. Now, best time to buy these cards if you want to buy them for your team or for an investment. You are waiting till Monday, 6 p.m. UK. That's when you're waiting, okay? These cards will get cheap later on tonight, tomorrow morning, Sunday night, Monday morning. They will get cheap, and you could buy then, and you will still make money on these cards. Don't get me wrong. You'll still make money. But if you want to buy at like the lowest point, there might not be a big difference between buying them Sunday night, Monday morning, and buying them after 6 p.m. UK on Monday. There might not be a big difference, but there will be a bit of a difference. So you can make a little bit more money. The reason why Monday 6 p.m. UK is we get upgrade packs. Monday 6 p.m. UK, we get the really good Serie upgrade packs, and people always panic. They panic sell them thinking people are going to pack them. They go and sell their cards as well so they can go and do the upgrade packs and hopefully repack the card they just sold. Then they realize that they didn't pack the card they just sold, and they go buy the card back. So usually you find like a good drop in the first hour or two, few hours after the upgrade packs come out. You can buy them then, and then they start rising. Either way though, if you buy them, if you can't wait till that exact time, Sunday night, Monday morning, you'll still be able to get them at a good price. Then you sell them on Friday. So Friday you sell, chat. Friday night you sell. Monday 6 p.m. UK, an hour or two after that, you buy. Or if you can't wait till then, you buy Sunday night, Monday morning, and that's the prices. Cards that I would look at buying this week. I mean, look, a lot of these cards will go up. I would probably stay away. I like to stay away just from the really high tier ones, because unless you've got a massive budget, also tax. But I think ones that are like on a lower budget that could do really well. Personally, I mean, I think Manolas could do all right. I think Insigne will be a really good card. I think Cuadrado will be a good card. I think Milind, Kovich, Savic will do well. Hernandez will do well. Even like a Mobley, man. So I don't mind any of these cards. Like, I'd probably stay away from the keepers. Stay away from these really low ones like a Kirby and Berardi. Ilicic I just don't like, so I don't think he's that meta, so I'm not going to go with him. But I think Insigne for 430, I think that's a really meta card for the price he is. So I think that card's going to do really well. Manolas as well, I think is really nice for his price. I think he'll do really well, especially with the pace. Everyone loves pace on their centre back. I think that Mobley will do all right. Hernandez will do all right. And I think that Savic as well will do all right. So they're the ones that I will, and that Cuadrado too. So they're the ones that I will probably be looking at myself. I'll only probably grab a couple of those ones. Which ones I grab, I'll have to wait and see what the prices drop down to, because obviously some are going to drop to better prices than others, and then I'll make my decision. But they're the ones I would be looking at to invest. I think you should be able to make good money on all those cards, just like we did with the other ones. Like I said, some go up more than others. My Upa that we bought, I thought he would be a good investment. I only made 30k a card on him. The Gnabry's and the Kimmiches, which I thought would be in good investments, I made like 100k profit on the 100k profit per card on the Gnabry's, and made like 80k profit per card on the Kimmiches. So they did really, really well. So yeah, it just depends. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching the video today, man. If it helped you out in any way, shape, or form, smash a like on the video, man, and subscribe to the channel. Also, let me know in the comments if you guys want me to continue doing these videos. Like, I like to jabber on a bit, so I know they can be a little bit long-winded in a sense. But it's because I want to just, like, I want to get all the information out there. I don't want to just be like, all right, that's a good card, that's a bad card, and not tell you guys why they're a good card or bad card, and why my thinking is they would be good or not. So I'm assuming some people might like, you know, a half-an-hour video where I go into detail. Some people might be like, oh, bro, can you condense it into a 10-minute video? So I'd love to hear that. If you guys want me to try and condense it and give a little bit less information so it's a bit more succinct, let me know. If you like me going into detail with each card, let me know as well. Anyways, Love you all, man, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.